Hi, I'm Zoe Delahunty-Light, and you're about to join me in a very intense rundown of the hidden details in the latest Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 trailer. I've combed through the trailer frame by frame to pick out 11 things I almost missed on my repeated watchings, so I won't be mentioning the obvious stuff like "look, a train!" and rather focusing on the stuff hidden in the background. Evidently, I don't have a lot of footage to work with apart from the Chapter 2 trailer, so bear with me when I'm explaining things, as I'll be using footage from my old playthrough of Chapter 1. So here's 11 Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 trailer hidden details you might have missed.
It's been so long.
Okay, this is a detail you can't miss. This large train set might be used by employees or, more likely, paying visitors to get to different departments within the factory during their tour. Look to the clock, though. It's upside down and back to front, as if it's mirrored. A sign that things are topsy-turvy in the factory, but could also be puzzle-related, like turning the train on the turntable to the right time, perhaps. There's also the possibility that there is a literal mirror you're looking through to see this train set, though there doesn't seem to be any indication of that in this shot. Webs are in the corners of the train station, and considering Mummy Longlegs has a spider vibe, having a name so similar to Daddy Longlegs and whatnot, I bet she's the one creating those webs. Plus, the name of Chapter 2 is Fly in a Web, so you're the fly in that web, but I wonder if you can and will literally get stuck in them. Look carefully and you can see toys stuck in the webs in the train station, so that could be your fate too if you don't watch your step. With Poppy saying,
Mommy doesn't like guests.
What she could mean is that Mummy Longlegs doesn't like people who only come to visit. Instead, she wants them to stay for good, hence the webs. I actually think you're stuck in a web right here in the trailer. Otherwise, wouldn't you be trying to get the hell out of there? And while I'm on this topic, if Mummy Longlegs creates webs, which she traps toys in, and we know toys bleed from Chapter 1 and the security feed, which I'll get onto at the end of the video, does that mean that also like spiders, Mummy Longlegs sucks out the blood of toys and drains them like a juice carton? I think we might be about to find out. In the shot where you find the green hand on the conveyor belt, for a split second, there's a large red TV screen on your right. Corporations like Playtime Company probably use stuff like that for announcements, however, it could also be a monitoring station for the other factory floors. Or be playing Playtime trailers non-stop for employee morale and branding. Bet they would have loved that, though, come to think of it, the employees were discontented for a reason. I think this is a security room, with its screens and coloured buttons that you'll almost definitely have to press in the right order for a puzzle at some point. About to get morbid here, but look at those screens again, and it looks like the lenses of the security cameras themselves are either covered in blood, or the TVs have been hijacked to have a scrawled sketch of an eye on them. I can't quite decide which is more creepy. New toys are going to be popping up in Chapter 2, perhaps quite literally. From here we can see a green bunny with a single ear, a multicoloured flower, and also a red toy that I can't quite make out. At the moment there's no sign of Candy Cat or Boogie Bot, but up on the shelf we can see Cat Bee's tail, and that's Bron's head in the distance. That green bunny only has one ear because it's a reject. You can see a box labelled Rejects right above it, and then another box is labelled Damaged. There's also a third sign, but it's too blurry for me to read. Judging by those rather large clues, I'd say that you're going to be exploring the department in the Playtime factory where the unwanted, rejected, and damaged toys go. Wouldn't be surprised if they felt a bubbling resentment towards the employees should those experiments mentioned in Chapter 1 have turned them sentient. Hot on your heels in this ominous underground playroom where they might be testing the grappling capabilities of the green hand is a large purple caterpillar. Mummy Longlegs is spider adjacent, so this caterpillar could indicate she has a squad of bug toys at her command. There was that sunflower above you earlier in the trailer, making me think that Mummy Longlegs has toys keeping tabs on you. Poppy hints to this herself, saying,
"She's watching your every move."
Somehow I don't think letting it catch up to you is a good idea. Behind it is a similarly purple long body made up of individual segments, meaning that the caterpillar is very long indeed. Yikes. I am so sorry, but if you found that first Huggy Wuggy as horrifying as I did, then you're not gonna like this next part. While this area looks like a construction site or something, you're going to be playing Whack-A-Mole with 6 new Huggy Wuggies that, granted, do look smaller than the original Huggy Wuggy, but they're still shudder-inducing. Hitting them with your green hand keeps them at bay by the looks of it. This site itself appears to have some kind of sandpit playroom with an intentional construction theme, with those plastic pipes leading somewhere dark, dangerous, and deadly. No wonder if there are Huggy Wuggies waiting at the other end. Considering these Huggy Wuggies look smaller than the original Huggy Wuggy, and that at the beginning of the trailer Mummy Longlegs is pulling one of those smaller toys away, and that she's sad to lose Huggy Wuggy,
You are perfect. Too perfect to lose.
could she be behind those multiple Huggy Wuggies? She could have found a way to animate them, as they don't move in the foyer or when she grabs one. You've already seen the new green hand that can be electrified temporarily to solve puzzles, but what happened to your red hand? Did it get ripped off by Mummy Longlegs? Right at the beginning of the trailer, you actually still have the red hand, so in between that and getting the green hand, something must have happened to it. Plus, there's some device pointing down at the green hand that kind of looks like a bee stinger, although, thinking logically, I'd bet it's machinery that installs its electrocution capacity into it. Mummy Longlegs is thrilled to have what she calls
A new playmate. It's been so long.
though I dread to think how she, quote-unquote, plays with people. Her love of playing with others could be a hint about what happened to the vanished employees, as during the massacre she might have snatched some away to enjoy herself with in her own devious manner. This itself isn't a hidden detail, but if you connect all the things that happen in the trailer, I think there's clues about how exactly Mummy Longlegs is gonna play with you. First, there's the train, then the caterpillar in the playground, the button sequence puzzle in the security room, and finally the Whack-A-Mole-like activity with those other Huggy Wuggies. Could all of these activities be orchestrated by Mummy Longlegs as a sort of game? She does call you a playmate after all. The train as a fun way to start off, well, fun in quotation marks, the caterpillar playing tag with you, solving puzzles, and finally the Whack-A-Mole game in the play pit. I think if you get caught by any of these creatures, then the ending is definitely going to be less fun than you'd think, but Poppy does say that Mummy Longlegs is watching you, perhaps to see how well you perform in those games. Otherwise, I'm not really sure why Mummy Longlegs would call you a playmate if she doesn't actually play any kind of game, however twisted it might be, with you. This isn't in the trailer, but it's important, so I don't care, and I'm going to mention it anyway. We've seen Mummy Longlegs' arm in the Make a Friend room via the Playtime security feed, so I think it might have been Mummy Longlegs who dragged the bloody Catbee away in the foyer. That Catbee was dragged towards the theatre, or the door with the red and blue hands either side, which you didn't go through in Chapter 1. If your red hand disappears partway through Chapter 2, you could be going through this door before that happens and find out what happened to Catbee. Who knows, some theories even say that the Catbee is the same one you created in the Make a Friend room. The security feed is currently inaccessible at the time of making this video, so, annoyingly, I can't double check to see if there's been an update. And that's 11 Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 trailer hidden details you might have missed. What do you think is going to happen in Chapter 2, and did you spot any hidden details I've missed? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, thanks very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Eurogamer as we have a new video out every single day. Now, I'm going to go and play with my old Betty Spaghetti, so I'll see you next time.
Mommy doesn't like guests.